Okay, let's have a look at today's introduction. We'll just put some changes on. Here we go. Okay. So, this is the topic, two-part question. Ordinary people try to copy famous personalities by seeing them on TV or reading about them in the newspapers. I think it should be after seeing them on TV, but okay. What's the reason? Is it a good idea? Now, I just wrote my quick introduction so you can see the paraphrasing. So, famous personalities, you can see I changed that to celebrities. So, celebrities and their lives often being copied by ordinary people. So you can see I've changed the word ordinary people. It's kind of difficult to really change that. I mean, what else can you say? Normal people, implying that those who don't do so are abnormal, so that's kind of problematic. So try to copy, make it passive, being copied by ordinary people. Make it passive. Now this is not a very good question. You can see what I've done here. I've basically answered question 1 in part of the paraphrase. Yeah. I'm going up by ordinary people, mainly due. What is the reason for this? Mainly due to media influence. So you can see I've answered the question here, and then including the rest of the topic by watching TV or reading about them. Okay, so you can see how I've changed that around. I found this a little tricky. It's not an easy question to answer. I don't think it's a very good one. I think this might be a question that you can find on numerous websites where people try and remember what the topics were and write them in their own words. However, so apart from that, is it a good idea? In my view, imitating such people, so copy famous personalities, imitating such people, imitating instead of copying, such people being a phrase referring to famous personalities. Okay, it's a waste of time, as people should get on with their own lives. So I've essentially answered this: no, it's not a good idea. Is it a good idea? No, it's a waste of time. So that's how I would approach that. So, I don't know, it's not my best, but it's a very tricky question. I would struggle with such an essay. It doesn't really inspire me. However, let's have a look at what you did. That's the point. So, records on, let's have a look. With either watching TV programs or reading newsletters, well, a newsletter is not the same as a newspaper. Now you see, right, normal people. Now, normal is not really ordinary. You know, it's similar, but it's not quite the same thing because it leads to abnormal. Whereas ordinary, the opposite is extraordinary, so it's not quite the same. Normal people, ordinary people, it's not quite the same thing. Tend to emulate celebrities' behaviours, since celebrities are role models for their attitudes, but it's not their attitudes, it's their doings. Yet I contend that not all values they share, are worth imitating. Okay, not so bad. Usual humans. Is it supposed to be ordinary people? Because that doesn't work. Often trying to do and be the same as well-known people because of their right. Whose interest? Well-known people because of their interest or well-known people. Okay. Or the usual humans because of their interest. That's not very clear. So, usual humans. You mean ordinary people? After trying to do the as same. Well, right. Be the same as well people because of their interest by watching on TV or maybe reading something about their personal lives. What is that? Their personal characteristics. I believe that it would be a character lackage result. Well, there's no such word. Character lackage results. No idea what that means. And it is obviously clear, why is that capitalised, that these actions are unacceptable. What actions? Also, it might have some bad effects to people. You mean on people? And what effects are you referring to? So this is about as clear as mud. No idea what this is talking about. Common people tend to, common people, okay, that's better in terms of ordinary people. Tend to emulate, famous people's personality. Right. Now, it's famous personalities, as in people. It's not the personalities of those people. How can you imitate a personality of someone? So, famous personalities, by seeing them on TV or reading about their characteristics in the newspapers. Now, you've got to watch, that's pretty similar to the topic wording, so you need to be careful there. Becoming prosperous and successful when people are measured for personalities. From my perspective, on famous people with beneficial fans, more likely to become successful like their role models. Okay. Oh. Bit of traffic noise outside, so I just wait for it to go. Okay, seems quieter now. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's not bad, not so bad. Personalities, okay. Not so bad, not bad at all. What's this next one? Owing to not having enough confidence, ordinary people attempt to imitate celebrities' manner. Well, they don't imitate their manner, they try to imitate them, not their manner, not what they do. They try to imitate them by watching their performances or reading about them. Well, it should be after watching them. In my view, it's not a positive trend. So this one is kind of the same thing that I did, because it's answering the question in the paraphrasing, which is good. In my view, this is not a positive trend because people are not perfect, and copying they may promote their wrong actions. What exactly is a wrong action? That doesn't really work in terms of collocation. What you mean, their bad behaviour or something, but wrong actions, that doesn't really work. But still, I get the idea, and that's not so bad. Not bad. Nowadays, many people imitate personality, behaviour and style of people on TV and social media and follow them. There are many reasons to follow them, because they are a sample of success, or a sample of success. Sample? What you mean, because they are successful. However, doesn't say this. Doesn't say anything about that. Some scholars doesn't say anything about that. Don't add things that the rubric does not include. Deny the idea. How can you deny the idea to copy them? Right, so that is nonsense. We don't really need that. Personally speaking, people can learn about. Right, you could take this out, and it's not going to change anything. Look, if we take this out, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really change it, does it? Personally speaking, people can learn about famous personalities to obtain a wide range of experiences. I'm not sure quite what that means. You'd have to explain that. But we can take out that sentence there because that is not mentioned in the rubric, and that is better now. Because celebrities are famous in the community and have a lot of fans, other people tend to imitate one another to be seen more. Be seen more? What? I'm not sure what that means. Everybody has to live for themselves and strive to grow a talent. Okay, that's good, but this last part, what does that mean? Maybe celebrities did the same. No idea what that means. So this is kind of short, but it basically answers the question while paraphrasing, Everybody has to live for themselves. Okay, maybe celebrities did the same. I'm not sure what that means. That is meaningless. The number of common people mean ordinary people, again, who have the willingness to imitate the celebrities as a result of being informed about them through mass media. The willingness to imitate. There are a number of common people. Why don't you simply say ordinary people? Okay. This essay suggests that the reason is to follow famous individuals' popularity in vain and get information about only their positive features. In my opinion, every person has their own way to live. No need to copy anyone, even famous ones. Okay. Not too bad. Mocking of celebrities. Where does it say mocking? Mocking? Doesn't say that. Are said to be copied by majority. It's not a majority. It says ordinary people. It's not a majority. I personally believe this tendency is being beneficial. Is beneficial. Why is it being? Is beneficial to some extent. So that doesn't really answer any. Well, it answers one of the questions, but not in any detail. Habits and behaviours demonstrated by habits and behaviours demonstrated by eminent public figures which appear on the who appear on the TV, programmes and newspapers are covered on right. Not good in terms of paraphrase. That's very clumsy, awkward. Habits and behaviours demonstrated by eminent public figures who appear on the TV programmes are being copied by. No native would do it like that. Sorry, that doesn't work. That's no good. I believe the main reason is that the media showman has a perfect role and moral. That sentence is good. However, I think it's not good to intent behaviour is not a person. Okay, so apart from that ill-judged introductory sentence, the rest of it, the next two sentences, are pretty good. But that first sentence, it's not good. It's very clumsy. We wouldn't phrase it in such a way. Oh, just one left. Observing celebrities on visual media. Following, you mean on TV and newspapers. Why not simply say that? Has led to the imitation of them by common men. Well, it's not just men, is it? It's not just men. By ordinary people, not the same thing as common men. Apparently, the chief cause for such behaviour, we don't need the article, will be the increased dominance of mass media over individual minds. Now, this is better. As well as the fact that people tend to know the famous persons as the most successful personalities. However, I opine this could not be productive since the attitude of the renowned, you mean celebrities or famous people, to life might be occasionally unfavourable. What does that mean? So, not so good here. I've made a video or two in the last video, and every video. Paraphrasing, be careful how you do it. Use of synonym that doesn't fit is not good. Change the word order, change the word form. Watch the previous video for a better example of this. Okay, so some are good, some could do with some improvement. There's my introduction, and okay, I hope that helps. See you for the next one.